Hi everybody, it's Mr. Daps, and I'm here in front of Disney California Adventure for the opening day of the Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. It's going to be a delicious day. It's going to be a fun day. There's going to be lots of entertainment, and we're going to go soaring. Hope you'll follow along.
Your love keeps lifting me. Love keeps lifting me higher and higher. Your love keeps lifting me. Love keeps lifting me higher and higher.
All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful, beautiful morning. Welcome to our special preview of the Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. My name is Ariel Harris. I am the Hotel Food and Beverage Integration Manager, and we are so excited for the return of Food and Wine Festival, starting today, running through April 21st, bringing lively entertainment, limited time food and beverage, inspired by California's rich cultures and the fresh fruits, and of course, beautiful landscape up and down the coast. Now, this year's diverse festival menu features over 100 food and beverage items. Can you believe that? 100, that is a lot of trips back and forth, because we're gonna get full, everybody. Now, a couple highlights include 8 different marketplaces, and we have our brand new debut of Mercado de Antojos, the new marketplace. Yep, you can give it a shout out, woohoo! Meaning Market of Cravings. And this honors California's Hispanic cuisine with items like birria mac and cheese. Some of you, I see lots of nods. I had that yesterday. It was delicious. And we also have our Cafe de Olla infused tres leches cake. Now, of course, we've got several demonstrations, experiences, presentations that are happening. And we are so excited to share those.
Well, there is something for everyone to experience during the 2025 Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. So, you're probably wondering, can you give me some pro tips? Just a couple of things that might make visiting the festival a little bit easier. The first is our festival guide. A little bit different this year. It has all the deliciousness called out in it, as well as a map in the center so you can navigate through the park. Is this anybody's first time at the Food and Wine Festival? You're welcome, because it's going to be amazing. And here's the perfect way to experience it. The other question I get is, with so many different menu items, what do I choose and how do I do that? You're going to want to get one of these little beauties, our Sip and Savor Pass. We've got 2 versions. There's one with 4 entitlements, and then this magic one with 8 entitlements. And you can use them not only at the 8 marketplaces, but we have 22 restaurants that also have Sip and Savor eligible menu items this year. So we're really expanding throughout the entire theme park.
Food and Wine for Chefs is sort of like our Super Bowl. And we get together, we get the best of the best, we get the best ingredients, we bring the teams together, and we want to showcase our stories, our food, our heritage, and of course, all the wonderful cuisine here in Southern California.
All right, everybody, I would love to talk to you about some of our seminars that are happening. Now, if you've been coming to our festival, you know that we hold these beverage tasting seminars over in Sonoma Terrace, where we've got these amazing lineup Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We kick it off with beer, and our friends Crown and Hops, they're kicking off the festival nice and strong today over at Sonoma Terrace. But beer tasting. Next, you can learn to make a cocktail like a pro at our mixology seminars. And we also have wine tasting over there too. So if you're trying to learn some, cool facts to impress your friends at your next party, definitely have our wine seminars. And if you're really looking to indulge, we've got an FLM chocolate pairing and wine seminar happening as well. Now, over at the Hollywood Backlot stage happening on Saturdays and Sundays, like Chef Duke was saying, we have some free demonstrations Disney chefs, celebrity chefs, guest chefs. So you never know, I was gonna say, you never know who you're gonna see, except they are all listed on Disneyland.com.
How y'all doing? That's what I'm talking about. Thank you guys so much for being here. On behalf of the entertainment, we would like to just take a moment to share some offerings that we have here for this Food and Wine Festival. So this year, as Gary said, the popular attraction, Soaring Over California, returns for the duration of the festival. The lineup of the entertainment, we have cooking with the Jammin' Chefs, and then over at the Paradise Gardens Bandstand and the Palisades Stage, there's live music with live bands each and every day. Now, on select days, like Gary said, we have the Confection Perfection with the Super Kitties. Now that is an interactive show inspired by the Disney Junior show.
So that was a lot of fun. We learned a lot about what's going on at Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. We also got to try some of the food and the beverages, which was a lot of really good tastes. And let's start with the foods. So we had what, Katie?
The spam musubi fried rice.
Yes, solid.
I would eat that all day, every day. If I
And
could.
at home.
Yes.
Like, I just want that all the time. It's comforting, it's simple, it's delicious.
We had the corn chili chip pie with Impossible beef.
Which I also really enjoyed.
I ate the entire thing and then did not realize that it was Impossible beef.
I just wanted more beef.
Yeah.
Or Impossible beef.
And I wanted more of like that bean.
Yeah, I wanted more of the mix with the chips, but the fresh jalapenos were actually a really good.
And the tomato.
Yeah, it was nice because it didn't feel processed, even though it had the corn chips.
Yes. And
Anyway.
then the birria mac and cheese with the avocado.
I loved that.
Salsa. Really, really.
I'm really having a hard time now because I know what we do is we rate things 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And between the mac and cheese and the musabi, I am like neck and neck. And I think for me, it's going to be mac and cheese, musabi, and then the corn chips. How about you?
And I think I am musubi, birria mac, corn chip pie.
Okay, so,
that's hard.
but it's fair.
Hard.
Like, and honestly, none of them were bad. They were
No.
they were all delicious.
All of them we finished.
The
and-
desserts were delicious too. We're not going to include them because we've had them before.
Yeah.
Well, one of them, and then the other one, we ran out of time. But that's okay because you can't go wrong with the Mickey macaron. And we are now going to go hopefully see Jammin' Chefs.
Jammin' Chefs.
If not, we're going to show you some more food. But this year is fantastic for Disney California Adventure Food and Wine. There's like over 100 new dishes, which is amazing.
And there's not a lot that's like returning per se.
And hearing how excited the chefs were, really, like, that's always a fun thing because sometimes you just get the like, oh, this is what we have.
Yeah.
But in this case, it was like, oh, this is what we have, and this is what I liked about this, or this is how I made this, or this is what we put together with this. And that was a lot of fun to have those conversations and hear the passion behind the food, because I really think that makes all the difference. All right, let's go find some chefs.
Now allow me to introduce you to my three amazing sous chefs. First, the chef who has a wild passion for all things spicy, Chef Hal Albano. Excellent taste. Next, the chef who specializes in a smooth, rolling simmer, Chef Alfredo. Comfort food at its finest. And last but not least, the chef who brings the texture and satisfying crunch, Chef Hop Eco. Absolutely stunning.
right, it is that wonderful time of the video where we now eat food, more food, and lots of food, because we are going to work our way through a Sip and Savor Pass, which Katie has. This is the 8 coupon, 8 whatever Sip and Savor Pass.
Entitlements.
Yes, entitlements that they scan and you put your little code in. It's great. What are our first 2 dishes, Katie?
The Sloppy Joe with Impossible Beef.
Which looks really good. I'm surprised.
I know.
That was one I was a little bit on the fence with. Just reading it, I was like, I'm not a huge Sloppy Joe
And
guy.
I said, it's impossible, let's try it.
So we are. All right, what else we got?
The sirloin Gruyere mac and cheese with chimichurri and black pepper.
Which is a mix of other years' dishes, and everybody has been raving about it, especially the chefs.
It's true.
Which is always a good thing, because when it's the chef's favorite, it means it's usually pretty good. So
Yeah.
we're going to give both of these a try. We're not going to eat on camera because we don't really like that.
We don't do that.
We don't watch it. We don't want to make you watch us doing it, so that's just going to happen. But we're going to enjoy these 2 and let you know how they turn out and how they rate with the other things we've eaten today. We have dined. We have filled ourselves more. This is a lot harder than it seems like it should be, because it's a lot of food, and when it's delicious, you end up eating more than you should. Like, if I were smart, I would eat 1 bite of everything and be like, oh, this is great, maybe 2 bites. But then you have something like this steak thing we just had, and the sirloin Gruyere mac and cheese, and I'm like, I would just like to finish 5 of these, please.
Looks like that was like one of your favorite things of today so far.
Easily.
Yeah.
And it's a mix between previous year's dishes, and I feel like they took the best of all these dishes and just threw them together into this lovely little bowl of, like, there's a little bit of heat, there's a little bit of cream, there's a little bit of richness, there's a little bit of that that meat kind of earthiness that's really good, and then there's the brightness that came with the what was that on top?
Chimichurri.
The chimichurri sauce on top. And overall, like, this is something I just would like a much bigger bowl of. And so it will come as no surprise to you, this is now at the top of my list. Yeah, I think it's that one. And then I guess we should talk about the Sloppy Joe slider also. What did you think of the Gruyere mac and cheese, sirloin Gruyere mac and cheese?
I didn't love it.
You didn't love it?
No, not at all. I'm actually going to be the...
'Cause you didn't like the stuff on top?
Correct.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Didn't love it at all, actually. The meat was a little bit tough for me. I did like the actual Gruyere mac. I thought that was delicious. I love a good Gruyere.
And with when you mixed it with the, I'm forgetting the name, the green stuff.
Chimichurri?
The chimichurri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Are you not a chimichurri fan?
No.
Okay, so that's a problem.
And
they're generous with the chimichurri.
Yeah. I just wasn't crazy about it. It was not my favorite thing I've had today. I'm ranking it second to last of things I have eaten today so far.
What'd you think of the Sloppy Joe slider?
That is ranked
Which-
last of
impossible.
the things I have had so far.
So to me, that was very tomato forward.
It's
Like, it almost felt like they just dumped a bunch of ketchup in it. And
so, like, you can kind of see it.
kinda.
Like, focus. Ooh.
Like, I wanted it to be meatier. Like,
And I'm
or
not-
impossibler.
And I think it has a good meat texture. Like, I think Impossible does really well with,
And the
like,
cheese was nice on top.
the cheese was nice on top. But when this is one of only 2 vegetarian options the entire festival, I want more.
That's fair.
I think the bread was toasted nicely. I liked the slider bun that it was on.
I just didn't want that much tomato. Like, to me, it just felt too tomatoey.
Wanted less tomato and more of that, like, barbecue-y,
Yes.
like, flavor.
Even if they could get a little bit of like a crust on it, or
Yeah.
like a char, like
Yeah.
that smoky, that would be good.
I
it's
took a
not
bite and I
bad.
went, okay.
Yeah, and it's not bad.
No, not at all.
It's just not as exciting
As the other things you
the
eat.
sirloin Gruyere mac and cheese, perhaps.
Or the Masubi fried rice if you're
So
me.
I think what I'm at right now for my list is sirloin Gruyere,
Okay.
followed by the mac and cheese, the Bira
Birria
mac and cheese, followed by Masubi rice.
Fried rice.
Yes, that one. Then the corn chip,
Okay.
which I really liked that. Like, that is one I would love to see regularly in the park.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, it's kind of got this happy summer feel to it. Like a lot of these
It
do.
reminds me of the Firefly chips from EP that year.
Yes, very
Which
much
I
so.
loved the Firefly chips
Which
that
is
year.
actually why I'm putting it lower on the list is because it is very similar. So I feel like I've kind of had it before.
Sure.
And then I had the Sloppy Joe at the bottom. But like any of these, if you served them to me at dinner, I would be like, thank you, this is good. Like, I enjoyed all of them.
And then Mr. Daps threw his food at you.
Yeah, there's been no Gordon Ramsay here. Like, all of it's been good so far. We have ways to go.
It's raw.
So the way we're doing this today, as we always do, is it's just one sip and savor pass that we're doing in a day, because I think that's realistic.
It is.
Like, in one day at Disney, 2 people can finish one sip and savor, and you're going to be comfortably full. We do have the bonus of we did try the things at the media event, so that added 3 more flavors that we've already had.
We have a lot of food.
But we're taking that into account. We are adding it to the list. But like this half of it is straight from the sip and savor, and you get a bonus from the media event, I guess. Bonus extra 3 dishes. But we are going to get what next, Katie? Or what are we hoping to get next?
The Western barbecue bao bun,
which looks interesting. It's got bacon on top.
Got bacon.
It's kind of this, I guess, fusion of East meets West, like very quintessential
and then
foods from both areas of the world.
Western barbecue burger bao.
Yes.
And then a mini LA street dog.
If they have it.
Hopefully.
There's been issues a little bit with things running out, so we are checking things to hopefully go back and get them, and if we don't, we'll try something else, and that'll be fun too, because I think we'd also like to try potentially the lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, but those were out.
Those were out also. And that to me would be fun, because when I was in Japan, we had something called pepper chicken, which I think it was just salt and pepper chicken is what they called it, but it was a Filipino dish. And it kind of reminded me of what I'm seeing in this one, so I'm curious if it's similar and as good as what I had in Japan. But, with that said, we are going to go find... Yes, something fell on your wrist. We are going to go find, hopefully, some bao and a hot dog. All right, Katie, what's next?
We have the mini LA street dog from LA Style by Grizzly Peak. And we have the Western bacon barbecue bao bun.
Both look very good.
From LA Style.
You can smell barbecue sauce from at least one of them.
And bacon.
And there's a lot of bacon. As you said a minute ago, apparently LA means bacon. We're going to give them a try. We've now eaten a hot dog. We've now consumed bao with bacon. Which is not something I would expect to say. There's a lot of bacon on both of these. They were very generous. And honestly, it's a good balancer for both of these dishes.
It ties them together.
So the hot dog has a relish on top of it that's pretty spicy. I don't know if the sauce... No. Oh yeah, the sauce has some spice to it too. Yeah, it does. Good. In fact, it's like... I would almost get this at like a baseball game or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. It is not the top of my list. Not because anything's wrong with it. It's just like my top part of the list is pretty set right now with things I really, really loved.
Sure.
I kind of wish there was, if we're going to nitpick the hot dog, less bun to the amount of hot dog and relish and bacon. But when you got it all together with the right, like that right bite, solid. I'm going to say the same for the bao. Like the bao, if you got everything into one bite, like you needed some of the center, you needed some of like, there's this like sweet and sour barbecue sauce on top. The bacon, I think there was some like crispy onion on top.
But you needed all of that in one bite.
All together. So either cut it in quarters and eat a quarter at a time. Shove the whole thing in your mouth. Don't suggest doing that.
Don't chubby bunny the bao.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of funny. Somebody should do that on a video.
Won't be us.
We'll see it on Reels or something. It won't be us. Unless you donate $5,000 to our chalk team right now.
Then I'll do it, yeah.
Then we will chubby bubby it. In that case, done. We're there. But, do you want to get our list out, like where these go?
Yeah.
Because we did rank these. My top of my list is saying exactly the same. So, the Gruyere mac and cheese with sirloin is top. Then the Birria. I can't speak today. Mac and cheese is second. The musubi fried rice is third. Then the Western barbecue bacon bao is fourth. Is that what I'm at? Then corn chip chili pie is fifth. I really want more of that, so that might end up moving on the list. We'll see. And then mini LA street dog is sixth, and sloppy Joe slider for me is seventh. Katie, what do you got?
I'll go bottom to top.
That's no, go top to bottom.
Top to...
Then people can know 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I was.
Then it won't get confusing.
Sure. Musubi fried rice is currently still in first.
Which was so good.
Birria mac is still in second for me. The corn chip chili pie is still third for me. Then coming in right after the corn chip is the bacon bao.
Okay.
After the bacon bao is the sirloin mac for me.
Can't believe that's so low.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And then it is the mini LA street dog, and then it is the sloppy Joe slider.
Fair. Okay. So what are we gonna get next? Hopefully.
We are gonna go see if we can go get the lemon pepper wings
Yes.
that they were out of earlier.
And we're gonna try something out of your comfort zone.
We're gonna try something way out of my comfort zone, which is shrimp papas locas.
But that is one of the great things about this event, is it gives you the opportunity without a ton of risk to try things you normally wouldn't try.
Yeah.
So, like this shrimp papas locas, I will probably like it. Like, it looks like things that would all fit in my, I enjoy these things.
I mean, I love papas, okay? I'm a big potato girl.
But, that's... Shrimp in a theme park is always an adventure.
I'm hoping the potato is enough.
Yeah, we will see. It'll be an adventure for sure, and then we'll see how it goes. That's the great thing about getting to try these different things at something like a food and wine festival, and with the not the media thing, the Sip and Savor Pass. The Sip and Savor Pass really does give you that option to lower the risk level.
It's true.
As opposed to buying a full meal and then being like, oh, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be so fun. So anyway, we're going to go try this. Other thing to note, if they're out of a dish when you go to any of the marketplace booths or restaurants, just go back. They'll refill it pretty quickly.
Seems like it, yeah.
Because we'd already heard that the hot dogs were gone when we went to the last one, and within 10 minutes they had it restocked. So they're keeping things fresh, they're keeping things stocked, and it gives you more opportunities. So let's go try some chicken and some shrimp. It's gonna be great. All right, what's next?
The shrimp papas locas and the lemon pepper chicken wings with ranch.
Oh, ranch.
It's a garlic ranch.
Okay. Let's give them a try. We've now eaten chicken, we've now eaten shrimp. We can categorically categorize where the chicken and the shrimp go in our list. The shrimp, I actually was pleasantly surprised. The shrimp was well cooked. It wasn't rubbery. It was plump. It was juicy.
Shrimp.
It wasn't undercooked. It was right in that happy zone of where you're comfortable eating the shrimp. The potato underneath it kind of reminded me of what they have at Lamplight, which is one of my favorites. The sauce was good. The veggies on top were good. There's a little bit of a kick to it, but not super spicy compared to some other things we've had today. I think if I were to have one critique is maybe a little bit less cheese, because the cheese did overpower things a little bit, but it was a good dish. The chicken to me had too much salt and too much lemon.
Sure.
It was good. I liked the pepper and how it added a little bit of spice to it. It was better with the ranch, and the chicken was cooked perfectly. It's succulence is the word. It's really good chicken, which I feel like this is the second festival in a row where we've been oh, they're really doing a good job with chicken. And that scares me, chicken generally, to cook. So,
Do you think it scares you if they're doing chicken well?
No. I think chicken is one of the scariest things to cook.
Agreed.
And it's not dry, which is the risk of doing it in bulk. And the chicken itself, I really, really liked. I think some of the stuff on the chicken was a little bit overpowering.
Sure.
So what did you think of both of these?
I thought the chicken was really yummy. I didn't love the cracked black pepper. I also didn't love it in the Gruyere mac. There's just something about biting into a peppercorn that I just don't enjoy. It's not pleasant to me. I think it's because and this is going to be weird and whatever, you're going to get a Katie Lord drop. I have dental trauma, and so I think that the unexpectedly biting into something that makes a
Then you're like,
sound,
oh no. Okay.
Yeah. And then
What'd you think about the lemon and the salt?
I do agree that it was really salty.
Okay.
It is like, you know how when you eat like a bag of salty chips and your mouth feels it?
Yeah.
That's kind of how my mouth feels right now.
It was the saltiest thing I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if that was just our batch or if that's what it's...
Like, you can see the salt, like, on
yeah.
this, and it wasn't bad. It was not by any means one of the worst things I've had today, but I don't know that I would be like, oh boy, do I have to go get this.
Yeah.
The shrimp. I don't have shrimp trauma, but shrimp does weird me out. I barely trust, like, restaurants sometimes.
Because of Pepe the Prawn.
Because I love Pepe, okay?
Anyway, restaurants.
I barely even trust restaurants to do shrimp sometimes because I feel like it is so easy to mess up. And I was expecting rubbery, chewy, whatever.
Don't you feel since Tiana's Palace opened, they've nailed shrimp at the resort wide?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that was a tipping point for shrimp at the Disneyland Resort. Was like, oh, we need to get this right for the shrimp and grits. And ever since then, whoever's like the shrimp czar has been nailing it.
But I was very hesitant to try this dish just because shrimp does make me nervous. So this was the out of my comfort zone dish, but I actually really, really liked it. And the little potato pancakes were just amazing.
Fair. All right, so what's your new ranking?
So starting from the
to,
top?
what is it, 9 now I think we're at?
I don't know. Musubi fried rice.
Okay, that's
then
1.
birria mac.
2.
Then corn chip chili pie.
3.
Then shrimp papasokas.
4.
Then the lemon pepper chicken wing.
5.
Then the Western barbecue bacon bao.
Okay.
Then the sirloin Gruyere mac. I'm so sorry. Then the mini LA street dog, and then the sloppy Joe slider.
Different flavors for different people. That's good. I am the sirloin Gruyere mac in first place, followed by the birria mac and cheese, followed by musabi fried rice, then the shrimp papas locus, Western barbecue bacon bao, corn chip chili pie. Then I'm actually mixing this up now. Then the street dog, the mini LA street dog. Then the lemon pepper chicken wings, and then sloppy Joe.
Okay.
I changed that on the fly. Like we make our lists just so we know what we're getting into and a little behind the scenes. And as I was thinking more about it, I was like, no, this is really the route that it needs to be in the order it needs to be. So we have 2 more things to try on your sip and savor pass.
We're gonna go dessert next.
So it's dessert time. So what are we getting?
We are going to get the Café de Olla Tres Leches cake.
Which I think that's the one we're most excited about.
It's absolutely the one I'm most excited about. And then we are getting the pot de creme cherry crumble.
Which people said, some people were like, oh, this is really good. So we will see. Like, I don't know.
We're going to find out.
My prediction is the first one's going to be the Tres Leches. It's going to be like high up on the list, and I feel like the other one's going to be very safe if I was making a prediction.
This is also a side note. You might even cut this out of the video, and that's fine. I do think it's really funny that you can tell that I took Spanish as a second language and you took French, because no. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm saying sometimes the way you say words, you say it with a French inflection.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
Like très.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just the weird
All
side.
right, we're going to go get some more food. And,
Dessert time.
It's dessert time. And we'll stop by and see if Soren's ready to take us for a flight. Dessert time, Katie. What do we got?
So we have the pot de creme cherry cobbler.
Okay.
Ooh, fancy.
Cherry with, it looks like a cherry crumble, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. And then this is
I kind of wish it was raspberry already. Sorry, I really like raspberry. Huckleberry would be good
There's
too.
a huckleberry cocktail that just
Like
made
a
me think of
huckleberry cream
Yeah.
cobbler thing. Anyway,
that. So sorry that we're already
that's not what we're
critiquing it.
having, but that's okay.
Café de Olla Tres Leches cake. We're gonna see.
It looks really good.
This is the thing I'm the most excited about. This is the thing I've been looking forward to the most.
Looking
all
at
day.
the texture and just how light this is, it looks like it's going to be really good. And the little Mickey on it's a lot of fun
It's
too.
so cute.
So we will give it a try and let you know what we think. We have had dessert. Actually, we've had a full day of eating, to be completely honest.
I'm a little tired of eating right now.
I'm ready for a nap.
Oh man.
Like, I wish the Disneyland Railroad was up because 20 minutes on that would be perfect. However, we've now had dessert. What did we eat, Katie?
We had the Café de Olla Tres Leches, and we had the cherry cobbler pot de creme.
So let's start with the cherry cobbler.
Sure.
It's a cherry cobbler with, like, it's very basic and it's not super exciting.
Two things that would have immediately made it better, and I get that it's a pot de creme, whatever. If it was an actual cherry cobbler, it was warm, and it had like a vanilla...
Or the stuff on top warm or something. Yeah, I would have liked the contrast.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have liked, because to me, cherry cobbler or a peach cobbler or anything cobbler is supposed to have that like warmth to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was missing that. Like literally when I grabbed it and it was cold, I was like, oh.
Well, and on the flip side, if it was colder, I think I would
For the
be
cream,
okay too.
sure.
Like it just kind of, to me, it's one of those things. Growing up in the Midwest, this would have showed up as a dessert at a potluck.
Yeah.
And like it just feels very, like it is on the flip side, it's very homey, it's very safe.
Yeah.
But it was not my favorite by any respect. There was nothing outwardly wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's just when you've got so many other things that really jump out at you, like
The Tres Leches.
which was amazing. Like it's going in my top 4, I think it is, and that had depth. It had, you know, a wonderful coffee flavor. The cream on top was a really good texture. The cake was nice and dense and moist, but not drenched and soggy. Like it's a solid dessert. It wasn't too sweet, which I think is because of the coffee in it, maybe.
Yeah.
This is one I would order at a restaurant and be totally happy as my main dessert.
Yeah.
What do you think? Anything else you want to add to these?
I really, really love the Tres Leches. I thought it was delicious. I am somebody that loves a good Tres Leches. I think that this is super good. Café de Olla is basically just like coffee with spices, essentially.
It was good.
And so it's kind of like, I don't know if you said it, I don't think you did. We've had a lot of conversations about this already. It's like tiramisu and Tres Leches cake had a baby.
It was good.
Really yummy. Really, it is coffee forward though. So if that's not your style, you're
Yeah, if you
not
don't like
gonna
that
love it.
espresso kind of thing going on, maybe not so much for you. But I loved it. Like I thought it was really great. All right, let's go through our lists. You want to start from the top and say what yours is, and then I'll
Sure.
do mine.
So Masubi fried rice is in top still for me. The birria mac is second. The Café de Olla Tres Leches is third, which is funny, 3 for the Tres Leches. Anyway, the corn chip chili pie is fourth. The shrimp papas locas is fifth. Lemon pepper chicken wings at 6.
Okay.
Western barbecue bacon bao at 7. The sirloin Gruyere mac and cheese at 8.
I can't believe that.
Sorry. The mini LA street dog at 9. The cherry cobbler pot de creme at 10. And the sloppy Joe slider at 11.
All right, my number 1, no surprise, sirloin Gruyere mac and cheese. I would eat that all day if I could, especially because it's a rainy day. Like the cooler and more fall or spring or winter feeling it is, the better for that one. Number 2 is the birria mac and cheese. 3, the Tres Leches, followed by Masubi fried rice, then the shrimp papas locus, followed by the Western barbecue bacon bao, then the corn chip chili pie, which all of these I would eat again and be completely happy with, by the way. Then the LA street dog, also happy to eat that again, maybe even a full-sized one, like with fries. Totally good. Then the lemon pepper chicken wings, which is very lemon and salt forward instead of pepper. We were talking with some friends about it, and that was slightly different than my expectations. Then the pot de creme, and then sloppy Joe slider. So I think our bottom 2 are the same, actually, as I'm looking at this. And but like nothing was like, oh, send it back.
No.
Like, and some of these are just personal preferences on flavors. Like one of our friends was saying that the lemon pepper chicken wings were in his top 3. I was like, oh, okay, that's, you know, to each your own. And that's okay. But there's a ton more to do at Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. There's bands playing. There's obviously, we saw the Jammin' Chefs. There's Soren. There's lots of foods. There's lots of seminars. And Daps Magic has lots of coverage of it. But I think we should go for a flight. It has been a fantastic day, first day of Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. We had lots of good food. We went on a flight. We heard bands. We didn't actually see them because they were over there. But that is okay. And we saw the Jammin' Chefs. There's a whole lot more going on, however, including some special bookable seminars and experiences that are on the Disneyland.com website. We also have some of them up on dapsmagic.com. And there were a ton of live bands that will be performing throughout the entire run of the festival. And we've got all of that on Daps Magic as well. And we'll get a few videos of those as much as we can based on reservations and all of that fun stuff as well. But there is now a beautiful sunset disappearing behind me, and we have a lot of coverage to post, and the music just stopped. This is an interesting night, but we have a lot of coverage to post. We'll have it all up on dapsmagic.com. We'll also be talking about this on Geeks Corner, and you won't want to miss any of that, along with all of our other coverage, including Disneyland After Dark, 90s Night coming up very soon. But we hope you'll follow it all, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and find us on social media as well. Make it a great week, everybody. Keep kind.